What's up, guys? My name is Phil. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. So I'm going live today. We just pretty much finished up this truck that we're working on today. It was a Ford F-150 King Ranch. It was in for our diamond and a little bit of polishing. Not a true paint enhancement or anything, but just a light polish. But it gave me a chance to use the new SPTA version 2 and finally give you my thoughts on it, because my wife has been using this and she loves it. So huge improvement from the first generation SPTA. So here's the first one, and if you know our channel, if you've watched our channel, you know that we have been using these for over a year now and we love them. So they are incredible. I mean, they have their little weird things, like this is the original one that I purchased, and you can see the little paper sticker. That's really bad. It hasn't really worn off. I've been very, very gentle with it, but it has really outdone itself. I mean, we use this thing for paint enhancements, even full paint corrections. We have tons and tons of batteries and like 3 different chargers. So we're never really running out of batteries now. But I have to say I've been extremely happy with this SPTA polisher. But about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, I saw this one. They updated it. Now, I don't know if they took any of my advice or tips or into consideration or not. I actually sent them a video and showed them some of the things that they could improve on, and I think they hit every single one of them on this. So I don't know if they took my advice or not. Doesn't matter. I don't care. The new model is impressive. So here are some of the big changes, major changes. We have a speed dial, and we have the battery that has now been turned 90 degrees. And you can tell that it's longer. I made another video on this already, but I'm going to actually demonstrate how to use this, so hang tight. You can see the size of it too. It's bigger and it's straight. So this one kind of would go at an angle. This one now is completely straight. So kind of interesting. They added some really nice elements to it. Actually, the little Allen wrench here, like the Rupes polisher, the little rest here, so it sits nice and flat. And the batteries are the same. They just improved the batteries. They added the little thing here, but they are the same as the old version. So you don't have to get rid of the batteries. If you have the old versions, you can use the new ones. So improvements upon the use of the machine. I'm just going to give you a sound test. So this is the old one. That was on high. It's pretty powerful, and I could feel the vibration. I can definitely feel the vibration in that, which for me, not a big deal. I didn't really mind it too much. This is set all the way to max, so it actually goes up to 6, and then one more click is max. So it's almost like 7. So as we turn it on, it sounds different. You can hear the sound. And I'm sure some people are going to open up the casings and replace the grease and all that. I might do that, or I might not. I don't know. Some people say it runs quieter and cooler and all that. Perhaps. We'll see. But it does feel way smoother. Much, much smoother. It's very, very... it feels really good. It feels really good in your hands. So I'm just going to go into the chat here and just answer any questions that we have, just in case. Let's see. Nice to see everybody in here. So, just to give you some information on these, I'm in contact with them, and I'm trying to see if they're going to, I'll probably know by today or tomorrow, if they are going to be restocking them on Amazon. I'm like 95% sure they are. I don't see why they wouldn't. They were stocking the old ones, and then they just haven't come into stock yet because I think they're making these. And I think they're going to be putting them on Amazon soon. So hang tight. But check out the links down below. I believe I have the links down there. It'll go to Amazon. It'll say sold out on the old versions. But go to AliExpress. That's where I bought this. It takes a little bit longer, like 2, maybe 3 weeks, depending on where you live. But yeah. So I have 2 of the old batteries. Best battery I've seen. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. So yes, these are available. These are available. That's how I got mine. They didn't send it to me. I bought this. I bought this myself. So, and I'm impressed with it. I'm really, really happy. So I'm going to show you. You can see the pad was dirty here. I was using it. I was actually using HD speed, 3D speed, and the orange pad here. I'm just going to demonstrate. I still have to just do a top coat of wax or sealant on here, but let me just show you what this thing sounds like and how it performs. And I'm going to turn it all the way up. It's all the way up to max. Very smooth. I mean, I'm like barely holding it here. Now I'm going to bear down on it a little bit. All right, really good. And this is all the way down to 1, all the way down to low. Man, really nice. Did it generate a lot of heat? Not a lot. I mean, I can feel it's a tiny bit warm, but not crazy. So, as you can hear, it's very smooth. I'm not going to judge a machine based on sound necessarily, because that's kind of subjective and hard to really demonstrate through microphones and everything. I have my microphone here. So yeah, it barely stalls. It is a brushless motor. Yes, it is a brushless motor, which is really cool. So another nice upgrade. Let's see. So someone said AliExpress was where I saw them, but reviews said they never received anything. Like they didn't get the polisher after they paid for it. That's kind of weird. Even after getting a tracking number and all that. That's weird. So someone asked, do I use the cordless mainly for one-step polishing or use it for two? I will use this for full paint corrections. I use the old one for full paint corrections, no problem. I mean, yeah, you do use more batteries and more juice because you're using it for longer periods of time, but this thing can totally hold its own. I mean, the old one could. The old one can certainly do paint corrections. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It makes no sense. This thing does an incredible job. I've used it with the compounding, with the microfiber discs, the cutting discs from Meguiar's with, heavy compounds, and it does an amazing job. Incredible job. It has the torque, it has the power, no doubt, and this one does too. So as you could see, it's very smooth. Vibration, much less than the old one. It's very, very smooth, and overall, just incredible new design. I'm loving it. I'm just going to check the chats, see if there's any other questions. Yep, okay, someone said they just bought one. Good. And as far as stalling goes, that has to do with your technique also. Because I've talked to many guys and even seen their polishing, the way that they polish. You have to learn how to finesse a polisher. You have to know the balance of your machine. So I think you have to learn your machine, your polisher. You can't just pick any of them up or think you could just buy the Rupes polisher, the best of the best, or a Flex, and think, oh, that'll just make me the greatest polisher. No, it's not. It's going to help you, but it's not just about the machine. It's about you. It's about you. So you have to learn how to finesse your polisher and work it around the curves and all of that, so that you can get the most out of it. That comes with time and experience. But I've also trained some people here in the detailing workshop where they were using the Rupes polisher or another corded polisher, and sorry, Stark, making you spend. I spent money. SPTA is making me spend money on this. Like I was saying, I was working with students where they were using a corded polisher, and they were starting to get it, but then the moment they switched over to this, it's like it eliminates that weight, the cord, so their mind is not thinking about the cord, and it allows them to kind of concentrate on what they're doing. And there's some polishing techniques that I help kind of people learn when they come here for polishing classes. And again, it's my own technique. I'm not saying that it's like the technique, it's the rule or anything like that. It's just the way that I teach, the way that I have found that works best for me. So I teach it, and if it doesn't work for them, they'll find their own technique. Everybody has to find their own technique with polishing. It's not just one size fits all. Never has been, never will be. So you have to learn the weight of your polisher, the balance. I teach them to put the polisher on the paint like so, and just put it on speed 1, and just turn it on, and always trigger lock. I always teach that, at least. I think that's important. Trigger lock, and then just hold it. Just hold it, and tilt it in different directions to see what it does, so that you can learn the balance of your machine. Once you know the balance of where it wants to be, then you just keep it there. And when you get up to a curve and you don't know how to get past it, you're going to have to tilt the machine a little bit and let it follow the contours. That just comes, again, with experience. That's the type of stuff that I teach people in our class. Again, is it the perfect, best way of learning how to polish? I don't know. It works for me. So, and it works for many other people. So I'm just going to see what's happening here. Just got one a month ago, and I'm going to have to get a new one. Sorry, I know, right? It's like when you transition from a new model to the old model to the new model. It's like if you just got the old model and then the new one comes out. It's frustrating, right? So let's see here. Give a Roops to a beginner and a Harbor Freight to experience with technique. Yeah, exactly. I'm putting the SPTA kids through college. I tell you what, I asked SPTA, the contact that I have, the rep, and I said, are these going to be stocked on Amazon? I'm still waiting to hear back. And I said, because if and when you are going to stock them on Amazon, they're going to go like that, like very fast. You better put like a lot of them on there and be able to take those orders really quickly and get them to people, because they're going to want this machine. They are. Now, I have, hang tight. I did also purchase, not sent to me, I purchased the Flex. This is the XFE 15150. So it's basically their cordless 15 millimeter. And when you see them side by side, there's a lot of similarities. You know, a lot of similarities. This one, it's smooth. It's also very smooth and pretty quiet. Yeah. This one's definitely more quiet and seems a little bit smoother, but I have to tell you, and this is not a knock on the product, this actually feels more powerful. It may just be because this is so smooth, it's deceiving, but working with both of them, this does feel like it has more power. This stalls a lot more than this does. So just given the facts, not saying that one is necessarily better than the other, they each have their place. I've heard from fellow detailers that this seems underpowered, but it's designed to finish better, hence possibly the thicker backing plate, the way that the backing plate is designed, that it's supposed to finish better than most other DAs. I really don't know if that's necessarily true or not. I've only had both of these polishers for like maybe 2 weeks now, and getting used to them. So you will be seeing these polishers being put to work on our channel. You're going to see them pretty much almost in every video. In every paint enhancement, correction, polishing video, these two guys are going to be showing up. I'm going to still have my old one. In fact, I will be selling one of my older SPTA polishers. Just one, just because I'm going to keep an older one, but I don't need them. So what I'm going to do is put a link in the description, probably later on tonight. So check back on this video later on and look at the description. I'm going to put a link in there to purchase one of my older SPTA, the first generations. It'll come with everything that it came with originally. As far as the batteries, the pads and everything that it comes with originally, those are long gone anyway. So it'll come with the polisher, of course, the 2 batteries, and the charger. It'll have the backing plate on it and everything, but I am going to be selling it. So check back later. I'll have the link down below where you can purchase that first generation SPTA. It is used. and it's going to be the second one that I purchased, so it's about maybe 8 months old now. But I mean, it works perfectly, has no issues, no problems at all. So if you're interested in the first version of it, then check out the links down below and you can purchase it. Has to be in the US. I can only ship in the US. I don't even know what the shipping is on it. It might be 15 to maybe 20 bucks. I'm not sure, depending on the weight. Those things can be kind of heavy when shipping them. So it'll be the price of the machine plus the shipping, but I'll have that down below. Basically, first come, first serve. Whoever clicks on it, purchase it, and buys it, that's it. I only have one. So go, you'll have to come back and check, because I'm in the middle of this job right now. So later on this evening, I'll put that link on, so come back and check. I have been looking at the Shine Mates. The Shine Mates are looking really, really nice. So, yeah, it does kind of look like the Shine Mate. Yeah, you're right. I have seen that. Has anyone been able to get one here in the US, the cordless version? I have another cordless polisher coming in from, I think it's Batoka. It's one of the new-ish, lines that make drills and all that other stuff. And I have one of their small little cordless polishers. But they came out with one that looks very much like this, but green. I mean, really close, very similar to this. So that'll come in probably in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I know. I'm stocking up on cordless polishers. Why? Because I can, and I like cordless polishers. You can never have enough. And it's great for people who come here for the training to try out different polishers and see what works for them, see what they like, and then they can purchase them. So you can kind of try it out. What's up, Miller Detailing? The Max Shine, the Reaper. The Max Shine, the Reaper. No, I haven't. Is that one of their cordless polishers that they're coming out with? Man, I'm going to have to spend all this money on cordless polishers. That's all right. So, yeah, get job done faster. Cordless is the way to go. Yeah, it is. I mean, I have my corded ones. I got my new Rupes 3rd generation over there, and the Max Shine Green, and a couple of other ones, and I love those too. But cordless is just so awesome. It's so easy. It's so convenient to work with. I'm also going to put a link to those other polishers. I'm actually going to be selling 2 other 15 millimeter corded polishers. I have like the Platypus polisher, and I have another version there. Someone was going to buy it, but it kind of fell through. So I'll put the links down there too. Whoever gets it, gets it. Oh, they're corded. Okay, check on the website. Okay, I'll do that. I'm going to check out those other polishers. So, nice. Yeah, I'm just loving all the corded ones. So many companies are coming out with corded polishers, cordless polishers. I think that's just the next phase. That's just where it's progressively going. I mean, I'm surprised Rupes hasn't come out with one yet, but I'm sure they are, because it's just so convenient, so efficient to have. I haven't tried the DeWalt cordless polisher or the Makita one. I've heard those are good, though. I have heard they are good. It's actually, let me see. So this Batoka. So this little guy is just a little wax spreader. That's all this is. I do like that it has the speed dial. Super quiet. I just use it for wax and sealant application. But they made a cordless polisher that looks like the Flex. So this little guy is like 90 bucks or 80 bucks, something like that. Great for mobile guys also, for just super light polishing, wax, and sealant application. But they made a cordless polisher, 15 millimeter, that looks like the Flex polisher. So really, really nice. Also, don't you get anxiety regarding battery life? Nope. Nope, I don't. Here's the thing with that. When I first bought the first generation SPTA polisher, I made sure to contact them and say, hey, can I buy an extra battery and an extra charger? So then I would have 3 batteries and 2 chargers. If you have 3 batteries and 2 chargers, like, you know, that's the least that you should have. I mean, having 1 charger and 2 batteries, yeah, then I would kind of worry about it, because if I was doing paint enhancements, I would run out of juice and have to use the corded ones. But if you have 3 batteries and 2 chargers, That was enough for us, and it was fine. It would give me enough time to use up those 2 full batteries, and by the time, you know, you put one in the charger and you use the other ones, you know, within an hour's time, it takes an hour for the first battery to charge. You have 2 other batteries that are fully charged. So you can just keep on going with that. So at the least, 3 batteries, 2 chargers. But the more polishers I bought, the more batteries and chargers I would get. So now I have like 10 batteries and 3 or 4 chargers. So I never run out of batteries. But here's the thing. If you're a business, if you're doing this professionally, why not just invest in the batteries and the chargers? That's what I did. And I never have to worry about it. So it was perfect. So someone asked, yes, I do online virtual training, trying to learn about paint correction, polishing. So doing online training like that for a hands-on application is a little difficult. I mean, I can show you, I can put the camera here and show you how to do things. It's really hard to train that way. The online training is more for questions, business advice, answering questions and things like that. I mean, I can do it, but it's just not really going to be that advantageous. It's really not going to be worth your money, to be honest, to do online, you know, paint correction training. So you need to do it, you need hands-on, you need to be here in person, go to an actual course, an actual class, and have someone show you and be there with you so you can see it and feel the machine and everything. That's just the best way to learn. So, I mean, I can do it online, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to waste anyone's time and money and not have it really work for them. I can answer questions online. That I can do, but that's about it. So you have a suspicion that Roops will wait until the rest have released the cordless polishers. They're going to put all the advantages in their machines and sell it for 3 times. Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do. You know, companies are going to keep coming out with cordless polishers. I mean, the DeWalt's and the Makitas, they've been out for a long, long time. So, I mean, really, Rupaz should have jumped on it already. But, yeah, I mean, if they come out with one, maybe I'll get one. I mean, I have all these other ones. I might get one to just play with it, test it, see if it's nice or not, see if it's good. Who knows? It's like to spend that much money when you already have these more affordable polishers that can do the job just as well, if not better. I don't know. We'll see. Not to say that Roops is overrated. It's not. Their corded polishers are awesome. Oh, the voltage. A lot of people are asking me that question. That's a UK voltage. 110, it'll say 110 to 130. That's US voltage. That's our electricity. The 220 and up, that's UK. That's like England, like over there on the other side of the world. So don't get the higher voltage thinking it's going to be more powerful. It's the plug. It's the voltage that the countries use. That's what that means. So get the 110 to 130. That's what you want. Yeah, Griots too. Surprised they haven't come out with one. Where am I located? We're here in Richmond, Virginia. We're just outside of Richmond in a city called Chesterfield. You're in Boston. I actually grew up in Somerville, right outside of Boston. So I used to go downtown Boston all the time. Where are our classes? Well, we are opening up now. If you are interested in actual hands-on training, Pedro, let me just make sure that was you, Pedro. Yeah. Go to the detailingworkshop.com. We have the Pennsylvania, the Northeast Division. We're going to have a 3-day class. I think there are spots open still. There's going to be 8 students total. I think there's 3 or 4 spots available. It's a 3-day intense class. We have 4 instructors. We have a Koch Chemie representative, Jason Miller. We have Brian from Apex Detailing, then myself and Gabe Fletcher, who's the owner of Total Detailing. It's going to be in his shop. So if you are interested, Pedro, in training, hands-on training, like intense, awesome 3 days of training, it's a really good price too. For 3 days, it's like $18.75, I believe, for all 3 days. That's really good. That's a really good price. We got eight people total there with 4 instructors, so it's going to be worth it. If you are interested, then go to the detailingworkshop.com and you'll see a link there for the Northeast Division, the 3-day class. You can sign up there. So let's see. Just looking for any other questions that I can answer. And let's see. Okay, good. I think that was a lot of the questions being answered from that. And okay, cool. Yeah, you're welcome, Pedro. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up, guys. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or text me. I have my information down below. And hopefully Amazon will have the new SPTAs very soon. But they are out. Buy them from AliExpress, so check out the links down below. All right, I got to go, guys. I got to finish this job up. We'll see you guys later. Have a great week.